All right, guys, Shotty T here. We are officially in the new season. As you can see, we're all chilled out on the map. It's all cold. Everything is completely empty. So we've relocated our base on this side of the map as part of our migration plans moving forward. Probably see if we can recruit some members here, because otherwise we'll probably have to boot them out too. But we'll leave them there for now, at least for farm duty purposes. So just gonna give you an overview of this. It's gonna be several videos. So we are in season 2. So there were some objectives that were already completed before this video, because the timing of when this season came out was not the best timing, because I had to go to sleep. It was 12:30 a.m. my time, so that wasn't a good time for me to put out a video, and definitely not when I woke up in the morning, because I wasn't in a position to explain everything. So now that I've digested some information, I can at least go over some basics with you in this video. So if you're in this season, it's very similar to what we went through in season 1 with the Crimson Plague. So some of you guys might be in Crimson Plague watching this video as we speak, so you can get an idea what to look for. So I know Crimson Plague was not a popular part of the game for sure, but that doesn't necessarily mean just because there are some similarities in this season that this outcome is going to be the same, because I do see some differences that actually is pretty fun. So the first and foremost, you start back over from your zombies from level 1. As you can see, I've worked my way up to level 12, and that's as far as I've gotten. And also you start from level 1 with the Doom Elites. So First Blood kills grant you these items, which are coal. And keep in mind, when we were in season 1, those were like mutant crystals. And then also you get titanium alloy. And if you remember from previous season, that was the equivalent of protein. And it's relevant because there's some similarities to that. So what will happen is, once you, as a server, once you hit these milestones, at the very least, you'll be able to get a building, a furnace. First and foremost, you need to restart the game, to update the app on your phone, because when I didn't update it, it wasn't there before. But you'll have this out here, just like last season, where you would place your furnace there and your titanium alloy. Now, I went ahead and purchased a weekly pass. It's $4.99. Totally up to you if you want to get it or not. But what that does, it gains you an extra building to build up your alloy farms, like protein farms, and you also get some daily coal. And so it just gives you some extra perks, and it's weekly, $5 a week. Not gonna hurt anyone there. So the idea is to increase your output for your alloy to upgrade your furnace, because the higher your furnace, the higher your virus resistance. So I believe that getting the weekly pass does give you some built-in resistance. For some reason it won't let me click on. Okay, yeah, you get built-in resistance by 250. So based off of my building, my resistance is 750, but with the 250 weekly pass bonus, my resistance is currently at 1,000. So what that does, it allows you to, let me go ahead and help Alliance member. It'll allow you to take on higher level Doom Elites and zombies, because you want to try to stay ahead of the production, so that way you can unlock stuff sooner. So the pattern that you want to do each time you log in the game. Now keep in mind, you still have your other daily stuff you have to deal with, the train, the trucks, and all that plundering. You still got Alliance versus, and I think we're losing at the moment against our opponent. So you still got all that stuff going on, but you have this here to where you want to, because if I try to, let's say if I try to attack this level 11, it says virus resistance is too low. So let's get the stamina up to see what it looks like. So it says virus resistance required 1,000 out of 2,500. So I need 2,500 resistance to be fully immune. But depending on your deficit that you are in relation to the requirement, it does reduce your damage. And not only does it reduce your damage, but it also increase the attack of what you're going after. So so basically your attack will be reduced by basically 100%, and the enemy damage will be increased by 1,400%. So all that does is translates to you're not beating it unless your virus resistance is higher. Now, when I was at a lower level, and right now I can solo a level 8, my damage dealt percentage was 86%, but because of my overall power of my team, I was able to overcome that deficit. So sometimes you'll have to take on some not ideal matchups based off your current resistance, but you want to try to take on as high as you can, because again, when you get those first blood kills, you do get those alloys, which are essential to building up this furnace. Now let's talk about this furnace for a second. So this furnace, you see this fire icon. You can turn it on and you can put it in overdrive. When you turn it on, what it does, it increases your furnace by 8 degrees. I think it varies depending on your level. And then if you put it in overdrive, it goes to where you have to have it on before you turn it to overdrive. It actually increases it even more. Now, it does burn more coal, but you need your coal to upgrade these buildings. So you don't want to burn unnecessary coal, but I just wanted to show you guys that real quick. Because you want to be able to sustain the blizzards. And we had a blizzard that went through earlier. There was a cold wave. It looks like there is another one. I don't know if it's coming in less than 2 hours, or maybe that's a cool down before the next one starts later today. But you want to be able to have that furnace on to withstand the blizzard, because if you get too cold, you get to negative 15 degrees Celsius, or I think if you get to negative 20, then your base becomes completely frozen. And then your alliance members have to thaw you out by wasting their stamina. So it's not the most efficient way to operate the alliance, especially when there are objectives to use your stamina to kill the zombies and the doom elites. So you want to be responsible yourself by making sure your base is properly heated up. But you don't want to burn unnecessary coal when there's not a blizzard going on, or if you don't need to. Because keep in mind, having a negative 10-degree temperature does not decrease your attack rating. Only thing it does, it decreases your food, iron, and gold production by 5%. So if you're at 0, then it's at neutral. If you're at 10 degrees, you increase it by 25% and some troop durability during the season. But keep in mind that burns your coal at a faster rate. So you want to use that wisely whenever you're fighting or about to take on a tough task. So because there is no damage reduction being at negative 10 degrees, it's okay to have your furnace off while taking on those doom elites and zombies, and save your coal for when you really need it. Same for the alliance furnace, which is another thing that we've already built. Same thing. You want to use that wisely. So apparently you can relocate it to a different area, but I'll save that for another video, because this video is already going long enough, because there's a lot of stuff to talk about. So the first thing you want to do, just the main fundamental, which is going to be a constant throughout the course of this entire season, is to build your resistance by taking on these doom elites as high as you can, and then build up those farms to churn out more alloy, because you're ultimately going to need that to clear out the map. So this dig site is going to be our first objective. But as you can see, it takes 3,500 resistance. So right now, none of us can do any damage. So it's just going to take patience to build up that resistance. So right now, my farm is not even halfway ready to go to level 7, but probably by the time I get off later today, it'll be closer. But that's just based off the output I get per hour. So if I did like some quick math, output per hour is 10,000 times 2, roughly like 21,000 per hour. And then we have, let's see, 80,000 before the next building. So it's going to take about 4 hours before we are able to upgrade this to level 7. And I will be able to instantly do it with 1 diamond or 0 diamonds once I meet the criteria for the alloy. So you don't want to, you want to go ahead and upgrade those buildings as soon as you got the resource to do so, because timing, it does matter. Like, as soon as I have enough coal to upgrade this, I'm going to upgrade that as well. So you can gain more coal by getting those first blood Doomwalker kills as well. Those Doomwalkers that randomly go through the map each day, you can get more coal that way. You can get it with first blood there. You can get it with Alliance milestones. As soon as this video stop glitching, you gotta love it when this happens. Okay, that is a heck of a glitch. So when you get season milestones, well, that's just for other stuff and other tickets. But when you hit personal milestone goals, whenever your resistance improves, you can get more of those. And as you can see, she's going to be a key person during this situation as well. I think she'll be available to become a legendary champ at some point in this season. It might be next week, but we'll see. And of course, there'll be a video for that when it comes out. So they're going to be season-ending rewards just like last season. So we're looking forward to getting that, depending on what category we finish in, what's realistic for our alliance. So yeah, so that's the main thing you want to do right now. Make sure that you are, doing what you need to do to increase your resistance and productivity. And also, because we are in this new event, make sure that you are not farming in the unprotected areas, such as around the capital or around a city that has like a farm, like these areas here, this 9 and that 10. If you farm in that area, I'm gonna just show you, your troops in contaminated land might be attacked by others, and not people in our server, but people from other servers. So that's very similar to the other season as well. So again, a lot of similarities, but obviously there are some different mechanics that's going on here. So make sure you don't get left out in the cold. All right, keep that furnace going. I think everybody that's migrated over here is all thawed out, but I think we still got a faction of our guys at our original location on the map, which was somewhere down here. I'm just gonna show you an example real quick. I think, yeah, we had some, I think when this map first came out, I think most of us, we were all down here, and we still got some scattered folks that haven't moved yet. But as you can see, some of the people, when that blizzard took place, it chilled them out for a while, but when the blizzard was gone, it went back to their normal temperature. But yeah, 15 degrees, you don't want to get colder than 15, otherwise you'll become frozen. So don't get left out in the cold. Make sure you're staying on top of the missions, and if you're in an alliance, make sure you transport to the base. I'm gonna make sure I send another reminder for everyone to get to the base location. But that'll do it, guys. Again, there's gonna be more videos. Like, share, comment, subscribe, and hit that bell notification.